Hey guys, what's up? Okay, now I got one topic out the way and I wanted to talk about a whole nother topic and I'm trying to figure out. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Let me look at my notes and see what it was cuz whenever I told you guys before, if you go down on my other videos and you see it, whenever am about to talk about something, I usually write it down in my notepad or I'll take notes on my phone or whatever and blah blah blah. But what did I say I was going to talk about? Right. Okay. I feel like I've prayed so much for others, but when will I pray for me? Now, that was just a title I was actually going to, you know, claim on actually putting as a title on my YouTube um, video for my channel. But I just like, okay, don't get it twisted, okay? I do pray for me. As a matter of fact, I pray for myself more than you would ever imagine. Um, I think about God every single day, and I thank Him every single day, and I ask for His help every single day. It's not something that I wear myself out of doing. It's almost like um, each day that you wake up or each day that you live, something in your life is going to cause you to think about God. No matter if you are in trouble, if you're in trouble, you're probably really going to think about Him. If something good has happened, you're probably going to think about Him, at least once anyway. And then if you're just like in La La Land, out of middle of nowhere, I'm pretty sure you'll just be like thinking about God. You'll think about Jesus. You'll think about the Bible. You'll think about something. That's me. Okay. A long, long time ago when I was younger and before I realized I was saved, I would think about God, but some of that stuff I just like it was too scary for me to get into the religious stuff. If someone was bringing it deeper, like bringing in deep details um, about something scary that I felt was scary about the Bible, like certain stories and things like that. But like you can always tell what type of spirit I have or I had when I was younger, and I still have that type of spirit. If you said something good about God, I wouldn't reject it. I would like literally have questions to ask about God or Jesus or something like that. But it would never be something that I would fear about. You know what I'm saying? Unless you made like a statement about the Bible or something, and it literally had me worried because you didn't really finish what you were trying to say. And it made me wonder a lot more. So yeah. Um, but let me just say this. I don't know why I sat there and wrote that, but I did want it to cover a topic because I know some people don't want to talk about this, but I mean, you're going to hear my side. And I'm not going to talk your head off all day, but I'm just going to give you guys something. Let me see. Yeah, I literally do feel like I've prayed for so many other people. Um, because, like I said before, I know that I can live righteous. Okay, I know that I can live righteous. Now I know that I can be. Um, I know that my mind can go places that will not allow me to be focused on the prize 100%, but I will be there to receive that prize. Like I will still be working towards the prize. So it's just like, for instance, someone is really, really righteous and someone sees someone attractive walking by and now their mind is just like on another level, but it's not on where they need to be. Like they need to have more focus on where they should be focused on versus than what they saw when they walked past. You see what I'm saying? It's like a distraction in a way. When I was younger, I pretty much struggled with that a lot. Lusting over a lot of people who I felt were attractive, and then as I got older, I grew out of that. So I really don't you know, focus on a lot of things that are more, I can't say time wasting, that may be time wasting, um, because I know when to get back on track. Um, some people have different addictions, and some people break out of certain addictions. It doesn't matter what it is. It just as long as something that you've broken out of. It's that an addiction is an addiction. So, um, but I've always still known when to get back to myself. Like I've never gotten in the way of someone, and it was to the point to where they didn't want me around, something like that. If I was younger and didn't know any better, I still knew better. So I didn't really have that issue because I knew how others would feel before, anything was demonstrated to them around them that they did not necessarily like. Um, And of course, something that I was able to identify within myself that I knew I wouldn't like, and I knew that they wouldn't like because I used my imagination, literally. Um, but I literally pray for my family. I pray for other people's family. I pray for the people in the world, people that I haven't even seen. I pray for whenever I see something chaotic going on in the building, and I know that I need to go in that building to do something, and I don't want anyone to come near me, or I don't want any type of spirit to jump off. You know what I'm saying? And come in me, anything like that. That's just using a metaphor and blah blah blah. I literally would pray and bless that whole building and bless everyone in that building because now that they've received their blessing, now something kicked in into their mind to where they need to act right when this person is around. That's just like the magical way of getting things done when someone else is in your presence or you're in their presence, but your your meaning for being around there, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why you're around there. And it's not that you're there to cause chaos, it's because something in that time frame involved you to be right there at that point of time for that moment. And it's kind of sort of like you don't have control about who you're around, but you can if you're a prayer warrior. So, or if you know who to call on for help or anything like that. So just know that I'm there in the mind. It's many other people who are there in the mind as well. And I just wanted to say that, I do pray for myself, trust me. Why did I say that when would I pray for me? It's because if I know how to act in public or around people, and now you have many people around you who may not know how you think or the right way of handling certain situations, that's why you end up praying for other people more than you pray for yourself. Because first of all, you're supposed to pray once and that's it. Your faith is supposed to be strong enough to just believe and not have anything else doubt what you believe. Literally, that's faith. That's a strong faith. When you believe something and no one or nothing else can cause you to doubt what you believe, that is strong faith. And I literally um have had that for many, many years. So knowing that there are some people that I may encounter or may not encounter with that does not know what I know, that's on that spiritual level on the same page, it's important, especially when you're a prayer warrior, because he said, ask him for help when things are too great for you to do. So if you are spiritual and you know and you believe that he told you to do that and he would answer you and he will protect you after you've called on him for help, that's the faith. If you have that much faith, then that's what technique you use in order to keep you protected, like literally. So a lot of people, would say the same thing, but they just have different ways of saying it. And at the end of the day, what I'm telling you is literally what you're saying, or it's literally what you're trying to say, or what you want to say, or what you've thought, or you haven't heard in a long time from. So just think about that. Okay, people like us, we do pray for ourselves. But however, it is very important to, it's kind of hard, not to think about God every single day when people don't want to hear about Him or talk about Him, or, and it's understandable because it can be draining. Spiritualness, talking about religion, Christianity, and all that stuff, it can be draining because you're not living your full self. It's not your 100% honesty. Okay, your 100% honesty is not talking about religion all day or spirituality. It's literally you being who you are, you doing what you want because God gave you your wants and your needs. So you really are going to have to be truthful regardless. Um, Not that you can go out there and be bad 100% because that's what you want. Um, some people want that, but it doesn't necessarily mean, you ever heard a phrase where someone would say, do it full time, don't do it part time. Some people actually believe that they need to have a chaotic lifestyle full time and consider themselves to be quote unquote real or 100. You see what I'm saying? But only a fool would believe that because he did say do things in moderation. Yeah, I gave you your wants and your needs, but when are you going to start doing things in moderation? Because you can't do too much of something and expect to have control. Literally, it needs to be a balance. Okay, a balance, because other people get tired and then eventually you'll get tired and you'll end up going to another type of characteristic or lifestyle to balance your own self out because you would know that you're doing too much, and you will also get tired, so you would try to change your way of doing certain things. So um, and if a lot of people don't know what I just told you, then why not? That's the reason for praying for other people more than you pray for yourself. Because there's a lot of people out there who are spiritually lost, and by having a weaker person around them who is not there to harm you or harm anyone else, if they're around that person, then they can also be the victim or pick up on that habit. That's why it's important. And that's why I say I pray for everyone else. I pray for people all day, every day. But when will I ever pray for myself? But don't get it wrong. I do pray for myself. And I encourage you to pray for yourself too. Whenever you come to your senses and you feel like, you just start thinking about praying or should I pray? 9 times out of 10, that is him letting you know something, do something in your mind. You're already given an easy task. A lot of blessings are going to happen to you and for you if you actually spend the time and say it in your head. You don't really, because some people don't want to, and I understand they don't want to be the one to say it out loud. They don't want the attention. They don't want people to look at them any different, and they will. People will look at you different, because you have literally chosen to do something that is not done or out in public often. So, not that it's going to be a negative thing, it's going to be a good thing, but because you're not used to it, you may feel a little shy, and that is okay because what did I just say? That's honesty. You see, that's 100% you. And no, that's not all the time. So you're automatically doing things in moderation anyway. And if you haven't already done it before, it's not too late to start. It's not a bad idea to start either. So that's what I mean by I pray for everyone else, but when would I ever pray for myself? So thanks for watching, and I hope that this video really inspired you. Like I really, really do, because I mean I don't see anybody else talking about things like that other than like pastors on YouTube, on our YouTube channels, or on television or something like that. Everything spiritual, everything that has to do with the way of life and how people think and things like that is in the Bible. Voila.